Hello my lovely YouTubers. So today I'm going to be doing my first impressions video on the original Beauty Blender, and I just bought this at Sephora when I was on vacation. I have actually had it for a couple weeks and I wanted to use it so bad, but I wanted to do a honest and good first impression, so I've been waiting till I got the chance. I wanted it for a really long time. I think it was about $20, $19.99 or something. And so I'm going to show you my first impression of it putting on foundation and concealer. Okay, so I really think the packaging's cute. It's really simple, but it's just like this little pop-off plastic lid, and I'm probably going to actually keep it in this for a while until I get a different holder for it, because it's convenient. It has little air holes and everything so it can dry out, and yeah, so I think that's really cute. I'm going to go get it wet and see what happens. It's really soft and squishy, very like memory foam. It's a little firmer here, has a nice point, so let's see what it looks like wet. Okay, so it's definitely gotten bigger. Here's the original container. Doesn't fit, probably about doubled in size. So I'm now going to be putting my Superstay makeup by Maybelline. I'm going to put some of that, dab it on my face. It doesn't come with instructions, so I'm pretty much just going off of what I've seen other YouTubers do. I did already put primer on and moisturizer and all that stuff, so I'm now just putting on my foundation like I normally would. I normally use like the flat top Kabuki or something something like that to put my foundation on, so now that I have some of it on, I'll just start by dabbing, and it is very moist. I did wring it out, but I didn't know how much to wring out, so it's definitely probably feels like it's too wet. It feels like it's still very wet, but like if I press too hard it might drip down my face. And I hope you guys can see this, see what's happening. It is spreading it out very, like, evenly, I guess. Like, it's distributing the makeup all over, it seems. You can kind of see where it's got it more on the sponge in some places. So, I don't know if it's really even in and out or not. Now, it looks like I chose the Superstay makeup because it's usually kind of hard to blend with my brush just because it's kind of thicker. And I was hoping that this would make a difference. But it's definitely too wet. So I think I might wring it out and try and do another layer, because that's a very thin sheer layer and it's very wet. So let's try this again. Okay, so I wring it out to where it almost feels like it's dry on the outside, but it does feel moist when I squeeze it. But when I test it on my face like this, it still feels pretty wet, so maybe I'm just not used to it, but we'll see. So I'm going to do another couple dabs where I think I need more foundation. I do have to say that it did give me really even coverage, and I like that. But it just really sheared it out, which is nice because this is really thick. But I can't imagine using like a more sheer foundation, because it would probably almost not show up at all. But I don't know. We'll try it with this foundation. So I'm just going to start at my chin and lightly dab. Go around my mouth. I do like how it's so even, like, I will say that. And look, it did cover up that redness. I have a pimple I'm kind of breaking out, so it did cover that up pretty good. Gonna take it over here, go near my ear. Yeah, this is definitely a better like moistness, if that makes any sense. It's definitely like a better level of moisture in the Beauty Blender. If I push on it, it doesn't feel like I'm wringing it out on my face. So I'll probably just have to, you know, test it out a couple times. That must be why it doesn't come with any sort of directions, because they kind of just want you to learn on your own what you're comfortable with. So I definitely like, it's so easy. Like, I don't feel like I have to go back and like extra blend. I feel like I'm just like going all over and it's just doing it for me. Now I don't know how to get it down on my neck as much. I mean, I guess I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of damage to it because it feels like it's so gentle. I also don't know where I'm gonna store it now because it is a lot bigger, so alright. Don't have to be perfect, just especially first time. But it does give a nice finish. It does give me really pretty coverage, if that makes sense. It like blends it out really nice. And it gives even coverage, even over the pimply areas. Let's see about blending it onto the neck. Alright, so now we're going to use our concealer, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match, these big crayons, I think they're called, yeah, crayon concealer, super blendable. So these are pretty creamy, and I'm just going to be using it mainly for my under eye, and we'll see how well it blends that out. Maybe right here. Might as well test it, right? Okay. So I lied, we're doing it all over. So let's see here. It feels really wet, like it feels like it's just water smudging on my face. So okay. Didn't really get it in that corner where I wanted it, but okay, looks nice. Doesn't completely shear it out, but I'm gonna just squeeze it and make it firm. Now see, it's not moving, this concealer, which is interesting. I need to rub more. Rub more, dab less, maybe. Okay. I just don't want to rub a lot under my eye. Okay, now I'm going to go around my nose. Still not doing anything. Not really moving it. It takes a lot to make it move. As you can see, I keep touching it and it's not really going anywhere. So I'll just not do it with my finger. And now it's wet. Maybe it's because the water's not... This could be like a waterproof, more like waterproof foundation, so it's not moving. But I could have sworn I've seen beauty gurus that use this foundation, sorry. I've seen beauty gurus use this foundation with the Beauty Blender, so that's just a little strange to me. But, oh well, I've blended it out with my finger. Let's see with my other concealer. Let's see if it works. This is a super creamy concealer by Sheer Coverage. And let's see if it works with that. So I'm just going to dab it in there towards just a little bit. And then, okay, now that works nice, which is good because that's my actual like everyday concealer. So if that works, that's good. Let's see. Okay, that looks nice. That blends good. It definitely puts the product on your face, so at least it's not soaking up my product a lot, which is nice. Okay. I'll definitely be using this concealer with this Beauty Blender. You want a really creamy concealer, because the other one was like too waxy and it just didn't even work. Alright, so, and then I've seen people just blend the concealer into their foundation so they don't have any lines. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I definitely like the finish it gives me. It is a lighter finish than I would normally get applying this foundation with my flat top brush. So if you want fuller coverage, I'm sure that I could do another couple layers, but it just seems like a little bit more work than if I used my brush. So now I'm just going to use some all over bronzer just to give my face some color. I'm not going to be doing a full face of makeup, but just finishing it off so you can kind of see the finished look. And then just fill in my brows a bit. I think I'm going to be doing a brow video here soon on like a really fast, easy way to do your eyebrows, which I use a lot, and this is just one of the steps I do, but it's actually like one other step. Just put some mascara on. Of course, get it all over your eyelids. Standard mascara procedure. Apply to eyelids and eyelashes. I'm kidding, of course. Kidding, but not really joking. Let's see. Q-tip that. Of course. Just cover your eyelid in mascara. Alright, and then lipstick I'm going to be wearing Love That Red by the Revlon Lustrous Lipsticks. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really like it. It's, I don't know, it gives a really nice finish. It blends it really well, makes it look more natural, like I don't have it caked on, so that's definitely important if you don't want your makeup to look caked on. And I'm probably just going to set it in here till like it dries out and shrinks again, I guess, or I probably should wash that out with some gentle makeup remover, but I'm just going to set it in there for now. And so yeah, I really like it. I feel like $20 is pretty pricey for this, but that's pretty standard for like a foundation brush. Like the Sigma brush that I have, I love it. It was around $20, so I'd say this should be just a little bit cheaper than that because it's not a makeup brush, it's a sponge. But you know what, it's the original, and you know, it's a good idea. I like the hot pink, but you know, I don't know. I don't regret buying it. I'm glad I have it so I could try it. I'll definitely use this, especially when I want to, you know, quickly blend in my thicker foundations. And yeah, so hope this review helped you guys make a decision, or maybe think a little bit more about getting one or not getting one, or maybe helped you to figure out how to use your own. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.